Hello and welcome back to another video, and today was another big day for the Pokemon anime. We got episode 9 of Aim to be a Pokemon Master, which was massive for Team Rocket, and we also got some new characters revealed for the April anime that is coming soon. So let's get into the news and I hope you enjoy. So let's begin with episode 9 of Aim to be a Pokemon Master, and this was being really built up as Team Rocket's final episode, their farewell, and I'm not sure it panned out that way, but I really enjoyed this episode. It was Team Rocket receiving all of their old Pokemon back, the Pokemon that they still owned. They got a little gift from Delibird, and Giovanni apparently gave them all their Pokemon back in order to hatch one big plan to capture Ash's Pikachu. And it was just really cool seeing all these Pokemon. I felt like they all had their own individual tiny moments in this episode. Even the likes of Among Us and Frillish that we don't really know much about, all of them had their individual moments. They're really impactful moments in this episode. I think Mime Jr. especially stole the show as it was just so adorable. It was the mastermind behind this whole plan of luring Ash and the gang into Team Rocket's trap, and it seemed like every single route that they arrived at there was like another Pokemon just lurking, waiting, and they had this master plan to lure them in and capture Pikachu. And obviously it didn't work in the end, but it was really cool to see this and see all of their Pokemon return. We even got a small glimpse of all of their old Pokemon where they're just kind of thinking about them, like Arbok, Weezing, Dustox, Victreebel, all of them, which was really nice because we didn't think they'd ever get mentioned again. But I just really enjoyed this episode as a Team Rocket fan. I thought they did them justice. Obviously the ending is still kind of up in the air. After they get blasted off by Latias, they all decide that they're going separate ways. They walk in opposite directions and it kind of ends ambiguously. Is this the end of Team Rocket? Will we see them again? I'm sure we will. They cannot end them like that. I think they'll come back in the last episode. Maybe they'll go back to Alola with all of their Pokemon. That would be just a perfect ending. But I think we'll definitely see them reunite once again. Hopefully they just leave Team Rocket and reunite, go back to Alola and just live out their days in happiness. But this episode was just a joy to watch, really. We got a lot of other small things. I think even Brock and Misty were good in this episode. We got to see Misty Staryu, which we haven't seen for a while, and we also got to see Brock's Ludicolo, and we got Brock's famous Brock's Paradise song, which was just really fun. Every time he sings this, it always makes me laugh. And we also got to see a few more of Ash's old Pokemon. We've got Infernape and Howlucha, and I absolutely loved this dynamic. They kind of had like a double battle against two of Team Rocket's Pokemon, and they just looked so cool together. Like, imagine we got to see this more, just them two working together. Like, they would make a perfect duo. And then we also see Latias saving Ash at the end, so Latias is getting more involved in the plot, and Ash, I think, has finally realised, I think he knew already, but he's finally spoke to Latias again after saving it in episode 1, and then obviously next week we are getting the whole Latias and Latios thing. So Latias has revealed to Ash that this Latios has been captured, so that's setting up next episode, which is good that it's tying it into another episode, because so far these have just been singular episodes. They haven't really tied in to another one, so we're finally getting like the end arc of this story, the final arc, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I thought this was a good episode, really a celebration of all of Team Rocket's Pokemon. I don't think it's the end just yet. I think they will appear in the last episode, but who knows, maybe they'll even stay on to the new anime. We just don't know yet, and I'm curious to see what happens, how they come back together. I really just hope they go back to Alola and get a happy ending, but we'll see. But as for this episode, it was really fun, really enjoyable. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. And next up, let's talk about the new Pokemon anime. We got some more characters revealed. There is in total 4 new characters, and their names are Oreo, who is a mechanic by the looks of it, and she owns a Metagross. Murdoch, who has a Rockruff and he is a cook, and a doctor who is called Molly, who has a Chansey, and finally a guy called Landau, who is a fisherman. And this is just awesome. Like, I made a tweet earlier comparing this to One Piece. These lot are Freed's crew. They're all aboard this airship, and this airship looks absolutely incredible. It has a damn battlefield on top of it, giving us Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle City vibes. It just looks really cool. It seems to have its own little sections. Obviously it will have like a place where you heal Pokemon, where the doctor will stay. It will have a kitchen for the cook. I'm just getting so many One Piece vibes from this. Obviously each member of the One Piece crew had their own kind of quirk. Like Brooke was a musician, Sanji's a chef, and we're kind of getting this with Pokemon now, which is completely awesome. And Liko and Roy will probably join Freed's crew, I'm guessing. Freed is the captain. He'll be taking them wherever. battlefield on top. They could just be battling in different regions, different places. This concept is just looking really, really promising. It has so much potential. Whereas when Journeys was first announced, it was kind of like, we're going around the world, we're just going to different regions. There was no real story in place. But with this, you know, you've got a crew, you've got a ship, you've got different sort of characters with their own traits and specialities. You have a mechanic whenever the ship breaks. You've got a doctor who will just heal your Pokemon whenever you need. You've got a chef that will cook your food. You've got this weird fisherman dude who, I don't know what a fisherman is doing in the sky, but maybe he's fishing flying Pokemon or some crazy shenanigans. But it just looks so good. And speaking of the fisherman character, he looks like a Dramper, so he's obviously going to own one, or he'll get one along the way, which would be cool. I really just can't wait for this anime to start. Every week they keep dropping new information on us, and it just keeps sounding better and better. I first saw this morning and I thought, do we really need to be introduced to more new characters this soon? And why aren't they giving us like some game character confirmations? But then I actually read into it and saw the ship and saw the specialities of these characters, and it just makes a lot of sense, and it is really awesome. And finally, what is coming up next? We have episode 10 of Aim to Be a Pokemon Master next week, and this is the one that is seemingly going to finish off the Latias arc. We're going to go and find its friend, the Latios, and rescue it with the help of Ash and the gang. I just really hope Ash catches the Latias, because this preview is giving me massive vibes that the gang will help them out, Ash will save Latios, and then the two will be reunited and they'll just leave and Ash won't get the Latias, which would really suck after being built up for the whole of this mini series. It would be a big disappointment. But let's just see where it goes. We have 2 episodes left of Ash's journey, and obviously there's talk of him coming back already in this new anime, which is way too soon. Obviously I would love him to come back maybe like 5 years down the line or something, but not this soon. I just hope he ends up catching this Latias and we can kind of send him off with a massive capture. And we also get this Pokemon Hunter, which has a similar thing to Hunter J on his arm, and he's kind of freezing the Pokemon just like Hunter J used to, which is pretty funny. Obviously they couldn't use her because she's somewhere at the bottom of one of the Sinnoh lakes. But either way, I'm really looking forward to this episode. It does look really good, to be fair, and we're finally getting into Ash's final 2 episodes, so let's hope they're both bangers. But that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you think about these topics. Do you think Team Rocket are going to come back again, or is that literally it? Are they just going to walk into the distance and leave forever? And let me know about these 4 new characters that are revealed. Are you looking forward to seeing them? And is this new information making you even more excited for this new series? Let me know. But that's it for now. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.